What's good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. Look, I'm up early off the morning, fresh face, just wash my face. All because, as I said before, when it comes to this shit, I love to interact with the people. So last night and this morning, I woke up to some comments of people responding to my Scarface Benavidez and Tim Bradley saying that Bud will whoop Scarface Benavidez if you come back to 168. And I also did what was the other video? I did the cherry picking Bud video where I said that, Bud pretty much cherry picked Canelo. And if it was somebody else at that weight class that had the belt that looked a little more scary, somebody like maybe Scarface Benavidez, Bud probably wouldn't have took that leap like that. You know what I'm saying? So I said cherry picking in a sense of he carefully chose who he would have went up there for. Now, let me say this. That's no disrespect to Bud Crawford. But let me tell y'all something. One thing about me, and y'all can see it's early, I got the most energy you probably ever seen in a video. It's shit like this that get me amped. When I get comments and people that come in and tell me certain things, and don't even get me wrong, even if it's comments that's not undermining or whatever the case may be, I still love interacting. So for me, if you come in with a comment and you think that you going to hurt my feelings, please understand I don't give a fuck about how you feel. If you think I'm a casual or whatever the case may be, nigga, I've been around boxing since a jit. I've been around this shit since a kid. So let me explain this to you. When I say what I say on this channel, it is my undisputed, undefeated, genuine thoughts of what I believe. And guess what? There is nobody that's going to be able to change it except if a fighter gets in the ring. All right? So it don't really matter to me what Tim Bradley say. It don't matter to me what my favorite fighter right now, Shakur Stevenson, says when it comes to Scarface Benavidez versus Bud. It don't matter what you say when it comes to Scarface Benavidez versus Bud. I believe that man is too big. Simple as that. So I got a comment from a guy that said, as you can see, this shit amps me up. I got a comment from a guy that says, oh, you must be a casual because you got the prediction wrong against Canelo Alvarez. You must be a casual because so pretty much I responded, cool. So that means you never got a prediction wrong. I go on his page. First thing I see is Crawford stops Canelo. That didn't happen. So let me guess, you must be a casual as well. Now, I did get another comment where somebody said that they thought that Benavidez wasn't much different than his brother and that he was only a few inches taller and that he felt like Bud would do the same thing to him as he did to his brother. So let me just expound on that. My thoughts once again. And guess what? I don't have a problem if I get a prediction wrong. I'm not God. I'm your majesty. I'm not God. So I can be wrong as well, just like you can be wrong. But the reason why I believe David Benavidez is different than Jose Benavidez is because, first of all, Jose Benavidez had just got shot not too long before that fight or whatever the case may be and was dragging his back leg the whole fight. Secondly, his style of fighting, even yes, they do have the same trainer. You said that, right? But his style of fighting is different than David Benavidez. He is less, he throws a lot less punches than his brother. He's more of a wait and try to see if you hitting me and then I'm gonna fire my shit off type of person, where David Benavidez is coming to get it. Secondly, David Benavidez is naturally just a bigger guy. And I said this in the Canelo fight, and that was my thoughts. And guess what? I still stand by it. Even in one of my videos, I think I said, if he move up and fight Better Beef, my natural senses is going to tell me to pick Better Beef. That's just, it is what it is. It's only so much you can go up as a fighter and still be effective. Now, could Terence Crawford be just that great? Absolutely. But that don't mean I'm going to go against what the fuck I believe to pretty much please what the fuck y'all think. I said what I said and I stand by it 100%. Now, I definitely enjoy the back and forth convo when it comes to the sport of boxing. So keep the comments coming. And like I said, I'm one of those people. I'm not running from shit. I'm not shying away from no challenges. I'm not shying away from if you think I'm wrong, guess what? You can come on my show and we can have friendly banter. We can have friendly banter, because I'm not going to be on here going back and forth and doing a bunch of extra shit from that standpoint about some niggas sweating. But if you want to come on and have regular debates and shit, and we can just go back and forth and have some fun, I'm all for it 100%. And that goes for anybody. I'm not ducking. One thing about me, I ain't cherry picking. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's Bud Crawford himself. It don't matter if it's Scarface Benavidez himself. I don't give a fuck. You can come on here. You can tell me how you feel. I can tell you how I feel. We can agree to disagree. We can agree. We cannot agree. It don't really fucking matter to me. But I love to talk boxing. And that could be with anybody. That could be with what's the name? I think it was tbeboxing. No disrespect to you. I just don't remember. And the other young man that actually came with a little bit of sense and some respect, which in reality, I don't understand why these niggas on this boxing shit feel like Bud Crawford is your girlfriend, or you feel like you gotta suck his junk or whatever the fuck might be to please him. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting on my knees for none of these niggas, whether I know you or don't know you. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going to speak what I believe. It don't matter if I'm a fan of Shakur Stevenson. Once again, as much as I fuck with Shakur Stevenson, I think if he goes to 154 and fights Boots, I think he's going to fucking lose. That's just what I think. Now, could he be that great where he go to 154 and he beat Boots? Absolutely. But that's not what normally happens. And that's not to say that Shakur ain't good enough, or, you know, but that's just my belief. Me being around the sport, I understand that there are weight classes for a reason. There are going to be special fighters who are able to maneuver and do certain things. But guess what? Unlike the most of y'all guys that have favorite fighters, I'm willing to put Shakur in there versus anybody because I believe that he's that good. Most of y'all will say, Bud could beat Benavidez, but then if it's time for them to fight, you got all these reasons why they shouldn't fight. No different than Boots Ennis. And I love Boots Ennis, but a lot of y'all suck his dick, and I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I respect his skills. I believe he's probably one of the most talented fighters that we've seen in the past 10 or 15 years. But go fight somebody and prove it. That's all I'm saying. Like, niggas start feeling like you hating on this person or whatever the case may be, or you hating on that person because you believe they can't beat somebody. Nigga, it's boxing. It's a sport. I don't get that shit. But once again, the invitation is out there. If y'all guys believe that Bud Crawford, Tim Bradley, Shakur Stevenson, tbeboxing, if y'all believe that that Bud Crawford can beat Benavidez, let's advocate for the fight so we can actually see it. Let's advocate for this shit so we can see it. That's all. Because it's one thing to just say, oh, I would think, okay, cool, let's think it. But can we see it? Can we get proven wrong? Can I be proven wrong? I don't mind being proven wrong if I can see the fight. No, once again, I just told you, Bud Crawford is in my top 4 of all time. From what I've seen with my own eyes. Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr., and fucking Bud Crawford are the best fighters from a fucking just. I'm excited, so you're fucking up my shit. But from just naturally gifted and fucking great technique and skill and all that shit, these guys are the best that I've ever seen. But I'm only 37, so I didn't get a chance to see Ray Robinson and all them old motherfuckers. No disrespect to him. I didn't get a chance to see Sugar Ray Leonard. Of course, you can go back and watch tape, but I'm talking about in my lifetime. in my lifetime. With Sugar Ray Leonard, that nigga, fuck yeah, and he from the city, so you know I'm gonna rep him. But with I'm talking about from the time I'm able to watch a fight live and look at these guys, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., Andre Ward, and Terence Crawford. Those are the guys. Those are the guys. And I'm telling you, he on my top 4 of all time that I seen with my own eyes. But we gotta stop this, man. We gotta stop. If a nigga say something about a fighter, you about to, you know what I'm saying, pull your panties over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody got time for that, bro. But if you want to come on here and have a conversation, feel free. Email me, hit me in the comments. We can set up the time. We can come on here and have some fun. And like I said, not be disrespectful, because I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might say little shit like, "Oh, you sucking his dick" or nothing, but it ain't no disrespect. It's just, that's just how I'm from the city. That's what I'm accustomed to saying. But yeah, if you feel free, come over here. We can have some friendly banter. We can figure some shit out. We can do it live. We can do it as a record. It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. But what y'all must know is these comments fuel me, as you can see. I love it. I love boxing talk. I love boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the same when I go to the gym. I love it. I don't know what it is about the shit that fuels me, but it just is what it is. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like bell, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I drop future videos. Also, if you have not followed my social media channels, they are in front of you. Please do so. And until next time.